So, again, let's check faster hands already. Well, it's not so easy because there's the berries as well. 1, 2, 3 hands for blue. Yes, that's 3 hands each, and the 4th hand a little bit further away for both players. So I think this is fine, yeah. And they both have blue has this gold mines. I don't know if this should be a rehouse.
Well, you have less gold mines.
Well, his 3rd gold mine is the same like red's, and then it's further away. But I think it's okay. They both have the same 3 first gold mines, and red has just the 2 gold mines. I mean, not tin mines or whatever.
Well, this is basically the 3rd, and yeah, this is missing.
It's fine. I think it's fine. They are kind of in the middle of the map anyway. I mean, a bit closer to red, but okay, let's just go like this then.
Okay, so we have here IAmSoldieR in the color blue. He's playing Germany versus goongoon in the color red, and he's playing Russia. And we have again a food start.
Yeah, it's pretty good that it's the same start, and I'm not sad that we rehoused it. It's exactly the same. Soldier already shopping for a market, which I like on this map, because you have a lot of small coin treasures and a few small wood treasures as well, which helps you a lot to get your early market. Soldier also got a 50 coin in base, which means, can you go in Soldier? Which means that he's already able to get his hand dogs in like probably like 2 seconds or something. He's getting hand dogs right now very fast. Could be faster if he didn't put his settler wagons on food, which is a mistake. You should put all your settler wagons on wood as Germany, but it's a detail. Goongoon didn't make a market, I think, because with only 100 wood for Russia, it's basically impossible.
He's shopping more coin.
I think he wants to buy wood because he knows there's a lot of small treasures, coin treasures. Also, he's getting wood. So I'm not sure anymore. Yeah, he stopped mining gold actually. When he saw the 40 wood, he was like, oh yeah, I wanted to buy wood, but in fact I'm just going to chop the wood because I got 40 wood, you know. Now he's already at 80 wood and gonna place his house soon. I think he will have a very decent age of time overall.
Yeah, and we can say that on this map, I put the fog of war away, we have all the small treasures here next to the trade line. Yeah,
there's like 2 or 3 treasures in the middle between those native posts, but most of the treasures are along the teepees. You can have 40 food, 40 wood, 40 XP, and mostly you have some small beavers like 30, 40 or 50 coins. That's the list of the treasures on this map. So it's very, let's say you don't get surprised on this map. You know what to expect when you scout the treasure. You know what you will get. It's only small treasures. Not really bad because you get a lot of 50 coin for free. Like Soldier you get another 50 coin, which is actually pretty significant. Like you can see Soldier is already stacking 100 gold from treasures, which is definitely not bad. Goongoon also got 80 wood and 50 coin, which is very decent.
And Goongoon shipped ATP with Russia. What do you think about this?
I'm actually not surprised because I played a game with Goongoon before, like 2 hours ago or something, and he did go for ATP against me in a Russian mirror, so I could on this same map. I can tell you he's probably gonna go for the native settlements, the Nutkas. It looks like he's going for this right now, actually, and just gonna probably start with a rush like he did against me, rushing a bit with Nutkas. You can get them pretty fast out, and they have a nice siege attack. And then gonna follow with a bit of booming with the trading post.
Yeah, I think versus an H3 Civ like Germany, you can definitely do this.
I'm not sure, we will see how it goes. I'm afraid it might be too slow. I mean, the rush is okay, but let's face it, Nutkas are not a very good anti-cav, and I think you can just cav semi or even crossbow semi or even doppel semi. Because let's not forget that right now on the top right of our screen we can see that Goongoon took a native post, which means that Soldier is probably himself already aware that Goongoon took this Nutka settlement, so he can be ready for a Nutka rush. So why would he not just drop a barracks and make some dops and defend very easily this pressure, and then just age up behind it and probably just beat Russia? In my opinion, it's how it would go. Then of course it's not so easy to counter this kind of rush because it's not very standard, and you can get surprised by this Nutka pressure.
Yeah, so how we see also the UI I put on units in queue, so we will see if he's directly queuing some Nutkas.
Well, he actually need to gather some wood first, and now there we go. Yeah. He's using his 400 wood age up to actually queue some Nutkas, and also to build the trading post. Germany got his first trading post up, edging at a decent time with the market. A bit later than Russia, but that's normal. We do have a barracks going up, but I think he's going for crossbows because he's still chopping some wood and not doppels.
There we see the first batch of Nutkas is coming in.
Oh, he could kill a villager there. I think he just wants to siege down directly, but that might be a mistake in my opinion. He could have killed a villager very easily.
Yeah, he could have just killed this villager.
I think I don't know. I wish Soldier would just be making dops really, because there's 5 Cossacks and Nutkas, and Doppel would beat both Cossacks and Nutkas very easily. Can you check the units in queue? I'm pretty sure he's making crossbows or pikes now. Yeah, crossbows. Problem is that the 5 Cossacks are gonna come in, but Soldier will probably be fine with his 2 free Uhlans. 700 wood first from Soldier.
But we can see that the Nutkas are not so bad at sieging, and this is the only, in my opinion, the only good thing what they can do.
The only good thing they have is their HP. 200 HP for a 100 resources unit is basically the... I don't know any other heavy infantry unit with so much HP.
Oh, and there we were seeing, this was a pretty nice and smart thing to do, is to pull this low HP Cossack with one of the Nutkas that he was running faster.
I mean, Soldier just wasted 2 Uhlans there, and he's gonna lose his TP. Goongoon already going for 3 TPs. Yeah, I mean, that's not looking very good for Soldier so far. The question will be now, when Soldier hits H3, if he indeed decides to go H3, is Goongoon gonna be able to defend it? I'm not sure about the 700 wood first for Soldier actually.
Soldier is making some pikes now. It seems like he wants to stay a little bit...
he's gonna push out.
Yeah, he wants to stay in H2.
I think he's going to go for a kind of crossbow pike summit, something that Soldier likes to do very much. Now I would like to say that if only he had the 2 more free Uhlans that he wasted, if he didn't waste them, he would be in a much better spot to fight this. 4 Uhlans with the pikes against the Cossacks would do much better. Now it's gonna be down about who micros the best. Obviously Soldier got much more units, but Goongoon might be able to clean up the pikes and the Uhlans and just run away. He's doing a very good job at microing his cav away from the pikes. I think it's gonna be anyway a pretty good trade for Soldier, but maybe not as good as he would have liked it. Stagecoach coming in for Goongoon. Soldier probably saw it already, so now what is he gonna do? Is he gonna age up with 700 gold? Is he gonna try to get some TPs back? We will see. Probably gonna build 1 TP and make 1 and then age up. I think this would be a good way to deal with this strategy from Goongoon. What is the red spot on the right? On the top? Oh, it's a Nutka.
Yeah, it's a low HP Nutka, and we have to say that Goongoon is making a stable in base.
He actually started with a stable, I think. I mean, from his 700 wood. Oh, well, 2 Cossacks are not the most scary raiders ever. They're probably gonna kill 1 villager there, but not more, I think.
Yeah,
especially because
when he don't go back now, then he's maybe losing. Yeah, he's losing these 2 Cossacks.
Yeah, he actually is gonna lose this. 5 pikes on an advanced trading post is not the greatest idea. I think he's going to lose some. Though he did place his pike in cover mode, I think. Can you click on the pike who's getting shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in cover mode, so it's tanking twice more. I'm actually not sure it's very interesting to siege down that TP there. I mean, I think that the stagecoach TPs are more important than this Nutkas, because I don't think Goongoon will anyway make a ton of Nutkas now. He's probably gonna switch to normal units. Goongoon can't fight this. He's trying to delay Soldier, and there's a lot of cap, but there's too many pikes in Uhlans. Oh, Soldier crossbows are in a bad spot though. Nutkas popping, it's not gonna be enough. It's not enough. I mean, there's too many pikes for Soldier, but he needs to focus the pikes on the Cossacks and not not on the Nutcast, because the Nutcast tank forever against spikes. But he's anyway coming out on top. I mean, let's face it, the Cossacks are not able to kill this massive spikes there. But it was not the worst trade that goongoon could hope for. You see, he's very smart. Oh god, he's using his Explorer to tank, which is something smart, but it's mostly meaning that Soldier miss-microed there. He should not let his spikes attack the Explorer or the Nutcast. They should be always focusing the Cossacks, and this way Soldier would have been able to get a much better trade. You can see Soldier lost 22 pikes to just Cossacks.
This is really a lot.
And 6 Ulans. I mean, so far I think goongoon got a pretty good trade.
Yeah, and he shipped also
Boyars. Yeah.
This is
and look at this trade now. I mean, I don't know if he will see these villagers on wood, but he might. But I'm not sure I agree with this decision of Soldier to stay in H2. I was thinking he would at some point just ship 700 gold and H up, but looks like with his 600 wood he's sticking to H2. And he's really getting out microed there, I need to say. goongoon is always pulling his calf back against the spikes and getting good trades. He's always killing a lot of pikes with Cossacks, which is not normal. Also, he does get snared there on both sides. Can we check on the right? Yeah, 2 Ulans snaring and a few pikes following. Soldier did get 2 TPs.
He didn't finish this.
He tried to get 2 TPs, yeah, my bad. Stable going up for Soldier, I think he needs that, yeah. Because you can see goongoon starts to run his cav on the map and try to raid a bit around. So Soldier kind of needs his own cav to defend the raids, because spikes are nice, but I mean it's not all you can. I mean you need some cav yourself. Soldier can take this fight if he wants. He could have snared the musketeers with his crossbows, but he might be afraid that there's more infantry coming for goongoon. I would like to say though that I would like Soldier to stop making pikes and start to mix doppels instead, because they're really much better than pikes, especially on this patch where they're slightly buffed. I would expect really doppels instead of pikes, but this is Soldier's fight. This is really Soldier's fight. Boyars is nice, but they're not gonna help so much for these Cossacks to kill the pikes. I mean, it's still cav against pikes. The musketeers are not buffed by Boyars. There's just enough Ulans to snare and to attack the streetlets. And the crossbows are going to be able to snipe the musketeers efficiently. So I think at this point it's going to be very tough for goongoon. He's going to lose most of his stuff there. Though Soldier is a bit too far in the back with his crossbows, but there's 5 more cav coming, and this is going to be enough to clean up this red army.
Yeah, this looks not good for goongoon at the moment.
Yeah, this is when Soldier is happy that he mixed a stable. Oh, I would also like to say that all the red villagers are just here on the right. Just
and we have some Minutemen popping from goongoon.
Okay, yeah, then time to go back for Soldier, but he can probably go on these villagers on the right. Kill 1 or 2 of them and then go back. goongoon fighting with his villagers, because I think it's useless for him to try to go back at this point. But he still lost 1. Soldier not doing the best job at microing. He didn't kill any villager, any further villager. Could have killed 1 more, I think, if he focused both his Ulans on the same villager. Shipped 3 doppels. Okay. Well, why not? But I would like him to make doppels actually. But yeah, at this point, I mean, goongoon invested in ATP. But he has only 3 trading posts, and Soldier got 2, which is almost the same amount of trading posts.
He has a free stagecoach,
yeah.
To say also for Soldier.
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. goongoon had to pay the resources for stagecoach, and now Soldier just got 2 TP stagecoach. goongoon's units just moving and not fighting. I think there's a little bit of a problem there. He just lost everything without dealing any damage. This was a pure waste of units. He's trying to raid on top, but there's some blue stuff. Not sure. What is this? Is this crossbows? Oh yeah. Oh, that's actually funny. Oh yeah, but that might be a big raid. goongoon is, I think, a bit tilted that his strat didn't work quite the way he wanted. So it looks like Soldier is actually gonna win this game in Colonial. I mean, it's looking pretty much game over so far. Soldier is ahead in eco, and he got just 5 times more army.
Yeah, goongoon lost so far 6 villages. This is so much.
Yeah, and he got only 1 extra TP, and soon SoldieR will be able to siege down the trading post with spikes or doppels. Well, not with crossbows at least. I don't think crossbows are the best unit to siege TPs, especially when they're attacked by Cossacks, but...
Yeah, and now we can see, look at this. He's camping on the Hans from goongoon, and goongoon is, needs to be on berries.
Oh, but yes, I need to say in this game there has been a little bit of sloppy unit control for SoldieR. goongoon at start had a very good micro and was really doing a very good job at taking fights. And SoldieR has been wasting a lot of units, but now it's goongoon's turn to be a bit panicking, and he's just pulling his cav away but not fighting, and he's just losing stuff and not doing anything. But there's a raid on the top right of the map, I think. There's 2 Ulans there, but it's not really enough to kill 4 Cossacks, especially when these Cossacks have boyars. We have a very surprising shipment from SoldieR now, Spice Trade.
Yes, you're not a fan of this card, right?
Yeah, but I need to say on a map with berries, it's okay, because even when there's no more hunts, you get Spice Trade. It's 15% gathering on berries, I think, so you can still go on berries and have a nice eco boost. So I actually don't mind that card. If you stay H2 for a long time and the hunts run out of it, you will still have your Spice Trade to buff your berries gathering rate, which is decent. It's also something you can see on Cascade Range, for example, another map with a lot of berries. I don't mind so much.
Well, SoldieR lost 1 settler wagon and 3 villagers, but goongoon is just so far away from this mass what IAmSoldieR have at the moment.
Yeah, it's actually, the gap is closing a little bit, like SoldieR is just wasting some Ulan and villagers there. He should probably just focus on defending the raids. Like, what if he just brought his army back to defend his resources and then age up? This Spice Trade shipment could have been 600 gold, and TPs on... Oh no, he actually already shipped 600 gold. Well, then he could have just aged up from 600 gold, you know?
And now he's shipping another eco upgrade. It's Eco Theory. Oh god.
Eco Theory, yeah, it's
yes,
good.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, SoldieR is still ahead. Very much ahead actually, but if he could just age up, it would be very good for him, I think. You don't want to stay so late in Colonial against Russia, you just have boyars, and you don't really have any... I mean, crossbows are not as good as trillets, definitely not. He should just sit on his resources with his army, defend it and age up himself, and then get war wagons and Ulans, for example, against the Russian army and some skirms, and just completely shit on this Russian army, basically.
goongoon is losing a lot of TPs.
Yeah, but
he's giving his army for free. I mean, he's
yeah,
splitting his army, in my opinion, too much, that he can't focus on what's going on the rest of the map, because he was sieging 2 TPs at the same time and trying to defend as well.
Yeah, problem is that goongoon is making a lot of cav, and when SoldieR is idling his anti-cav by sieging the TPs down, it means that he can't use his anti-cav to defend the raids, and he's having a little bit of a trouble there. He's getting a bit multitasked by goongoon, who is just running cav everywhere on the map and getting pretty good trades, I think. But SoldieR is still ahead, but yeah, another raid there. goongoon trying to just raid a lot and come back in the game this way.
Oh, he built his
TP back, yeah,
yes.
I'm not sure why. To be honest, there's an interesting upgrade you could get in that TP. It gives your villager 50% more HP. Just click on the settlement next to the TP, the houses, yeah. It's the wood thing in the middle.
This?
It's 50% more HP for your villagers, which at this point on the game, when everyone is running everywhere and raiding, you would like to have 50% more HP on your villagers that you can... I mean, look at this. goongoon is actually coming back. This would be a terrible throw.
To be honest, I would have really liked if goongoon would have seen this settler wagons and villagers gathering with these Cossacks. It would have been so good.
Well, I mean, how is SoldieR gonna throw this? I'm not really sure. Like, why he doesn't just age up? Like, he still got more army probably, but and maybe a little bit more eco, but it's getting close, you know. And the Russian units are better at this point with Boyars, I think. No unit upgrade for Soldier, by the way. He didn't ship, like, for example, Cav HP. He doesn't have it in deck, which in my opinion is a mistake. I mean, he has 4 H4 cards and he stays H2 and can't ship Cav HP. That's... This is 10 H4 Hussars, 10 Guard Hussars. Which is actually a very good shipment, but I mean, it's completely useless in this game because he's staying H2. So why didn't he just age up? I mean, he's taking so much food, always. He could just put 2 TPs on gold and switch his wheels to gold and age up in like 30 seconds or something, or 1 minute. Yeah, it's fine, he got some packs close. But these villagers are actually in a not a very safe spot.
Oh.
Damn, this is a really close game. I was thinking it's over, but Soldier is just not aging. He just doesn't want to age up, which I don't understand.
These villagers are searching for some food, and wow, there's really a lot going on in this game.
Yeah, they're running a lot around. It's very nice to see. It's a really good game to watch. But I am still like confused why Soldier doesn't just go H3.
It seems like he's stacking a lot of resources now that he wants to try to age.
Yeah, he could just sell 500 food now and age up. I mean, it's so nice to age.
I think goongoon could just... now he has his Explorer back. Just bring it here fast and build this TP.
Oh, Soldier is gonna age up actually. And now he's gonna age up at the worst time because he's getting pushed. Or he's actually not aging up. My god. What a game. He's losing a lot of villagers and I think he's gonna lose this fight. The Cossacks are just bad. They have the Cav HP card also coming in. 10% more HP for these Cossacks. They're just going to clean up. And I mean, it's probably gonna be game over actually. Like, what a throw. Like, this is a throw I've not seen in a long time. This kind of throw.
Oh wow, all these villagers. Oh, but they're coming some doppels, but they will not do much.
9 doppels, but there's so many musketeers. If only those doppels were here earlier. Oh, well, he might actually kill these musketeers. I mean, they're still Russian musketeers, and doppels are a little bit buffed on EP, but... Oh, 5 Uhlans. He's definitely gonna kill the musketeers now. But he's losing a lot of villagers, and goongoon is aging up.
Yeah, and we
goongoon is aging. Like.
Wow, but we need to say, look, Soldier don't have any kind of shipments anymore to send because he stays so long, and now.
Yeah, exactly. That's another reason why he should age. He got nothing to ship anymore.
And IAmSoldieR lost 16 villagers and 4 settler wagons.
Yeah, and goongoon lost only 6 wheels, and he's now so far ahead in eco.
Look at the score.
Yeah, when Russia is ahead in score, it's very bad for you. Killing one last villager there.
Yeah. Wow, look at this. It's insane.
I don't like. Soldier's just stacking 2 shipments. What can he ship at this point? I mean, can you check his deck? I think he can just ship fast training for Cav and nothing else, which is completely useless at this point in the game. He needs to age up. He needs to age up. He got no other choice. But it's too late now. I mean, he's probably gonna lose. Like 2 fights are gonna come soon, I think, with some anti-Cav and. Well, now it's the window for Soldier to do something. He cleaned up the army. Now he can maybe push and kill a lot of villagers and come back in the game, but there's 6 Opries who might actually raid him to death at the same time. Oh,
we have here 100 coin on the floor.
Coin crate still here, yeah.
It's just such an intense game where the players really need to multitask a lot.
I'm not a fan of this Oprishnik sieging a TP. I think it would have been better from goongoon to not show these Opries and use them to raid on the top left side of the map where there's a lot of blue villagers. He could have sent his Opries there. He can see there's some dead hunts and everything. No Cav HP for Soldier is also quite a pain, to be honest. Would be nice for his Uhlans to get this card. Hopefully he's gonna age up soon.
Here we see that IAmSoldieR is trying to trap these Opries, but they are coming more H3 Musk inside.
It's gonna be tough to deal with H3 musketeers with H2 German units. Musketeers are not easy to deal with for Germany in H2, and especially not when they are upgraded to H3. He's gonna get, his crossbows are gonna get cleaned up there. Soldier aging now, he sold something, I don't know if he sold some wood or some fruit. He aged up, he got 2 shipments, so he might be okay for a while because he's gonna get a lot of units out from these shipments. But I mean, let's face it, where is his next gold mine? He doesn't have any map control, and he's Germany, he needs gold.
Yes.
He's gonna lose the full TP line. Goongoon is so far ahead in Eco. It's looking very bad for Soldier.
What an intense game. So we see IAmSoldieR's HOC now, and now he can ship a ton of units with these 2 stacked shipments. Goongoon is losing here some houses, and also the stable might be going down, but he's also losing all these upregniks. He's trying to build the TP with these villagers, I guess, and there are coming some Cossacks who are getting veteran. This is just so many units from Russian player, and now IAmSoldieR is losing more villagers.
Yeah, getting really hard there.
Yeah, he lost 2 more villagers, and he's getting pushed from this side.
Cav combat coming for Goongoon, I mean, he got boyars. Cav combat, Cav HP in H1, his Cossacks have 360 HP and 39 attack. Compared to the Uhlans who have 37 attack and 180 HP, they have twice the HP and 2 more attack. I mean, this, like, I don't even know if these Uhlans can actually kill the 5 Cossacks there. Well, they can because Goongoon is not reacting. But I don't know if they would actually win the fight. The Cossacks are like H4 now, they're better than H4.
Wow, Goongoon, IAmSoldieR is shipping 5 dobs.
Oh, I know he's a fan of this card, he always ship 5 dobs, but I really don't understand why. They're not upgraded, and I think War Wagons would do a much better job with the range against Musketeers and Cav.
This is pretty smart. He has his Explorer here next to the villagers, so he's pretty sure that there are some villagers like this or at low HP, and now he just can go and raid him. Oh,
yeah.
And there are some villagers hiding in the trees.
You really don't want to go late game as Germany against Russia. Germany has one of the worst late games in the game. In 1v1 at least, because, well, they don't have anything special in late game.
Look at these resources from Goongoon.
And Goongoon, with being Russia, got so many upgrades in for his Cav. Yeah, he's stacking a ton of stuff actually. He should make just houses and spam some units there. Maybe he wants to go H4, but that's going H4 at this point would be the only way to maybe throw the game, because he's behind in military. So he can just make more military and catch up and win. But if he goes H4, he might just lose because Soldier would kill his villagers. We will see what he does. It looks like an H4. I mean, he's stacking so much. Yeah. He can just sell food now and age up basically.
And Soldier is running out of resources. Where he got these berries here, but these berries are soon running out. I mean, I can't click on the berries, there's so many villagers.
You can zoom in and if you really want.
No, I don't want. But yeah, it's wow. I'm not sure what's gonna happen.
Oh, that's for Soldier, or 1v only. But it's gonna get this front base down because there's not enough army for Russia there to defend, I think.
Yeah, he's not spending his resources. He built these 2 TPs.
Yeah, we will see. It's 1k gold from Soldier.
Yes.
I'm not sure. Maybe he wants Black Riders, but
oh, wow.
I think against Musketeer Cav you might as well just go War Wagons because they have more range and they can outrange the Musketeers. Black Riders don't have so much range. But now we have a fight going and there's a lot of Cossacks. still a few doppels there, but goongoon is smartly pulling back his Cossacks so they don't stay in melee against the doppels. A couple war wagons on top doing some damage to the car, but like I mentioned earlier, these Cossacks are now real beasts. They're better than H4, they're stacking so many upgrades. The Uhlans of Soldier, for example, have no upgrade, only the veterancy. And so these Cossacks just did such a good job at killing everything, and well, Soldier is gonna be okay.
This villager count,
yeah, I mean, Soldier are gonna be okay for this fight. Like, goongoon gonna have to go back because it means he just can't kill the skirmishers. Or he doesn't go back and just lose everything. But the problem is that Soldier is just so far behind in eco.
Yeah, we can see definitely in the score. He's so far.
He's struggling for gold also. Like, these villagers in the middle are a pain for him. He needs to keep his villagers so exposed. A second TC went up for goongoon, by the way, next to this wood there. Getting just more map control. Not the best spot for a TC. It should have been probably next to the TPs there, where there's like 2 gold mines or something. There's some gold mines on the right side of the map where he could have dropped the TC, but it's still a TC, you know, and he got so much food, he can spam villagers from this and get even more eco. Minutemen coming out also.
I'm a bit sad of these Cossacks here, they're sieging. They would just be here in this fight, they would clean up.
I think goongoon knows that it's over, so he doesn't really care anymore. There comes the GG. Was actually a very surprising and tense game. 30 minutes of action, a lot of colonial action. I mean, can we check in the stats when Soldier aged up? When was the last time we saw a German guy aged up at like 25 minutes or 24 minutes to H3? I don't remember seeing someone aging up so late with Germany recently. That's
wow, then we can see this Cossacks was just so good.
Yeah, the Cossacks did such a great job.
Yeah.
And we can see how far ahead Soldier was at some point. Here at 30 minutes he had so much more mass, probably had more eco as well. Can we check the resources? I think he was outgathering early on, well, it was close at least, and then he just at the end fell behind.
I want to see villagers look at this.
Yeah, Soldier was fine, he had the same eco, more army, and then he just stayed for way too long in H2. He could have aged up there, like around 15 minutes or something, he could have definitely aged up. He had much more units and yeah, it would have been really good for him.
Yeah.
GG anyway, was a really good game.
Insane.
Oh, ESO down.
ESO is today not such a good mood, I guess. Oh.
I'll be right back in 2 minutes.
So, ESO is back. Yes, this is what we all want.
Mike is unmuted.
Yes, Mike is unmuted.
Thank you for telling me.
Kaiser, the mic is unmuted.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So we're gonna wait for Goongoon to join. So now it's up to Goongoon to pick first.
Yes, exactly.
And the map is Indonesia. Really? They didn't veto?
They didn't veto Indonesia.
So wait, I played on this map for the previous round. So it was Klondike, Indonesia, Thar Desert, Malaysia, Pompasieras, IO1. So they vetoed IO1 Fertile Crescents.
Yeah.
They vetoed the two last maps, which is actually kind of weird. I mean, usually you don't veto the last maps because most likely that you don't play them. If you veto the last map of the best of 5, it means that this map you would anyway reach only if it's 2-2 and you play your last game. Usually you veto one of the first maps when you don't like them, but well, I mean, it's anyway their choice, and maybe they like all the maps except the last ones, which would make sense. But yeah, so they vetoed the two last maps. So we have Indonesia now, which is usually a map that people veto because there's usually someone who doesn't like water.
Yes.
Yeah, this was a really good throw. This was really a hard throw. I mean, it didn't start very well for SoldieR in that game, but then he actually kind of cleaned up the army 2 or 3 times and sieged the TPs down and everything. And he was actually very far ahead, and yeah, he managed to throw it pretty hard, just needed to age up. I'm gonna type Cossacks. But it's a German keyboard. Yeah.
Oh god.
There you go. You're good to type now. Well. No H. Good.
Okay, so we have China logged in. There's a bit of livestock, right?
Yeah, there's some water buffaloes in Indonesia. Actually, maybe 10 or 12 of them. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't think China is a very interesting water civilization. So maybe he's just gonna play it on land. But I'm not sure you can win on land on Indonesia if you don't go water. Also, Brits are very strong against China. I wouldn't pick China against Brits. I mean, of course he got counterpicked, but you can expect the other guy to go Brits on this map. So I think China is not the best pick. We will see.
Do you know if IAmSoldieR is good at water play?
I really don't know. I know his brother, Give You Anxiety, is a fan of water play, of course, but SoldieR himself, I'm not quite sure. I guess he should be fine with water.
So, and now we're in the game 2 of the ESOC Autumn Championship round of 32, and it's here. IAmSoldieR in the color red, he's playing Brits versus Goongoon. In the color blue, he's playing China on Indonesia.
Indeed.
And let's see, so, they're not spawning these 2 buffaloes, but I don't know.
Well, we could rehouse it. I mean, I don't know. It's actually awkward. I mean, yeah, there should always be 2 buffaloes spawning there in the bottom, but then should we rehouse for this? I am not sure.
I'm also not sure about this.
To be honest, the bottom island looks fucked up. Is there even a gold mine there?
No.
On the bottom? I think we should rehouse this. There's always a gold mine usually. Just ask them. bottom island is fucked up, and just ask them if they want to rehouse.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, this is not normal. Usually you always have a gold mine and 2 water buffaloes. It's not a huge deal, but
yeah, but it's when you really want to play some stuff here, like a TC or whatever, you can't, because there's only this hunt and nothing else. I mean, you don't have the gold mine.
Yeah, or let's say
what is 2k, and also you don't have the water buffaloes.
Let's say goongoon knows the map and he just puts his explorer inside of the catamaran and goes on this island there to get the yaks, and then he just wastes his time because in fact there's no yaks.
Yeah.
This is not good, and no gold mine is also not very good.
No, it's really not fine in my opinion. Depends on what kind of stuff you want to play on this map.
Well, it could have been that it doesn't matter in the game. Depends how they played, but I think it's safe to rehost it.
Yeah. So let's move on again in this game 2 of the round of 32 on Indonesia.
Yeah, indeed.
So, and now it looks good. Boss islands are fine. Okay.
Yes, the islands are fine now.
And now we have here again goongoon in the color blue. He's playing China versus IAmSoldieR in the color red. And we have a coin start and a saloon.
Well, it's actually not really a coin start. It's just that on this map you always get 100 coin for free. Like China usually never gets coin, but here he gets coin because it's a feature of the map. Like Deccan on RE where you get some extra crates. On Indonesia you get an extra gold crate or 2 extra gold crates, depends. I think can be 1 or 2.
We have some nice treasures here on this map. Well, some 80 coin here, and here some 65 coin, and here also small treasure of 40 coin. Let's see. IAmSoldieR is directly picking the 35 coin in his base. Would you like that the players going on this map for market, like the coin?
I'm not sure about China because he kind of needs his wood to make 2 houses, and also the food upgrade for agencies is not the greatest. But I would definitely like Brits to make a market, yes.
Yeah, there we go. A market is going up.
Yeah, this is very nice. There's also a fair amount of wood treasures on this map, and what is Soldier taking there? Yeah, it is a wood treasure, so there's a lot of these small wood treasures and also some 90 wood sometimes. And you can work on this as Brits. You can definitely get some wood and get market, manor up and everything, you know.
Yeah, we see here that he's putting 5 villagers at the moment on wood to get as soon as possible his manor.
Yeah, the wood treasure helps a lot. And well, on the other side, goongoon is also getting a nice 90 food, which also helps.
Yeah, and the Chinese explorer, he's just so strong and kill it so fast, especially with the disciple.
Yeah, disciple. Yeah, it does do a lot of damage, but at the same time, the Chinese explorer can't really hit and run, and he lost a lot of HP. I'm not sure how much HP this Chinese guy got.
Oh,
but he lost already like half of his HP basically, which is not what you want. But you can't really do anything else. Okay, red is scouting while blue is just fishing.
Yeah, I was going to say this, that's why I clicked on it early on. That we see they both are doing different kinds of stuff with the catamaran. Soldier is going to scout a bit, and goongoon just want to age up maybe slightly faster.
Yeah, I'm not sure scouting the water is very interesting in age 1. It doesn't bring you anything. If you want to scout, you can do it after you click age up, so you can fish a bit and age up faster. What I would really like them to do is like on one model, you can use this catamaran to fight the land treasures if they are close to the water. Like for example, what is this treasure on the bottom island? This is a 60 foot that you can take using your catamaran, and this is not very interesting right now, but it could be a 90 wood for example, and when it's a 90 wood you definitely want to bring your catamaran and use it to kill the treasure gardens.
Well, what is also important to say on this map, we have some water treasures.
Yeah.
What is not, you see not often on ESOC maps, right?
No. It's probably the only ESOC map with water treasures. I think they decided to remove them because they are mostly useless. Mostly people don't take these treasures.
Here some fine, like this is 290 wood, and here we have some 150 coin.
Yeah, but check the stats of the treasure guardians. I mean, this guy got 100 attack.
Yeah.
It's like if you bring your caravel, it just dies. So you need like 2 or 3 caravels to take this. So it's very hard to take. The only way you can take them is if they spawn next to the shore, and then you can use your explorer to shoot at them, and then they bug. Like Kinetic does this a lot.
What is this card?
This is a free dock and 20 wood less. It's the Asian version of schooners.
Ah, you told me from this. It's really a bit, how should I say? It's really nice for Asian civs to have this.
It's probably better than schooners in most cases because you get a free dock and cheaper boats. Schooners gives you the same kind of cheaper boats, but a faster training of fishing boats, which is not very great. Faster training doesn't matter so much. Also, if you go for a really heavy boom, like with, for example, 4 docks, maybe schooners is better than this card, but usually I would say the dock card is better. On EP at least. Yeah. Not on RE. On RE, schooners are better because it's much cheaper with schooners.
So, what do you expect? IAmSoldieR edged up with the tower and 200 coin?
Yeah, I want to see where he places his tower. It's okay.
There we go. We see also here
a duck, yeah.
A dog from IAmSoldieR. And he still keeps scouting. He wants to know if goongoon plays the dog.
Yeah, now is a good time to scout. Now I really agree that he should be scouting with this guy. I would actually like goongoon to also be scouting with his catamaran to make sure he knows if Soldier is actually going water or not. Oh, Soldier stealing it.
Yeah,
but he's probably gonna die for it. I think it's dead. Already 5 fishing boats for goongoon.
Yeah. And the edge of it's a summer palace. It's
how he got 5 fishing boats out already? Did he make so many so fast?
Yeah, he's
in transition. Yeah, I guess in transition he had time to make 5 of them.
Oh, there you go.
I may not steer.
Yep.
Mr. Salmon is dead.
Mr. Salmon, yeah, okay.
Okay, so let's check the decks if they have water decks.
Just look at Soldier's, 1 second, just look at Soldier's catamaran. Oh, he was casually just fishing next to the blue fishing boats, but he got shot by the dock. Goongoon was not happy that his fish is stolen, so he just shoot at it with his dog. Anyway, yeah. Well, that's very heavy water. And that's not so heavy water.
It's decent water play, I guess.
I think it's just going for an FF with some fishing boats. You can see goongoon is already got an edge up. It's pretty fast.
Oh, but look, Soldier have 3 docks already so far.
3 docks.
And
wow.
he's not making any units.
Yeah.
Oh, he's aging up.
Yeah, he is. He went for a naked FF with a dock. I know that on RE, you can make a TP when you age up and still age up in time with China. You can chop to 100 wood, so I think he just chopped some wood for his fishing boats, which is basically the same. It's a bit slower because you need to skip the villagers in age 1 and instead send this dock card, but it's still kind of the same. He can still age up at a decent time. But yeah, interesting to say, we didn't say this, but he didn't ship villas in age 1, goongoon. He just didn't make another village.
And what is also interesting to say is that Soldier didn't ship the schooners. He instead shipped 700 wood and directly the upgrade for his fishing boats.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I mean, usually when you ship that upgrade, it means you already have a lot of fishing boats on the field. He only got 13 of them. And how is he gonna spam them without schooners? It's still 70 wood each, which is quite expensive. So, I don't know. But at the same time, when would you ship schooners as braids?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't skip the 3 villas in age 1. And you can't ship schooners after because you don't have the XP to get your 700 wood in.
I would like to say we see a forward consulate in the forward village, so maybe he is doing some stuff there.
Probably gonna see intervention shipment first. Goongoon has a shipment on the way. Can you check his deck? But I think he does have intervention. Yeah. So probably gonna see those red codes coming in early. So just going for a kind of semi-water thing and just aggressive FF.
Oh, I like this mana placement, and it gives him a lot of line of sight.
Yeah, but can we check if he's losing his villager? I think he's gonna lose one villager there. Yeah, this villager is definitely dead.
Yeah.
There we go with the red codes.
It was what you're saying. He shipped intervention, and now we see some red codes coming in. They are basically H4, right?
Not quite. They are like H3 plus 10% HP and 10% attack. And they have another 10% HP boost because of the British Consulate, which gives this boost to every land unit. So yeah, they're not really H4, they're like H3 with a card.
Oh, but soldiers also 18.
Yeah, indeed. Losing one more villager there, I guess. Oh, Goongoon didn't react. Okay. A barracks going down there, or is it a stable? Barracks, Minutemen popping. Not gonna beat this red coats, but can for sure force him to go a bit back because Goongoon doesn't have a way to make more red coats. I mean, he can make more of them when he gets the export to do so, but it's not like he can make a lot of red coats. I actually don't know why he's fighting Minutemen there. He lost most of them. It's a 9 red coat shipment, and he already lost 5 of them, and some of his red coats are low HP as well.
And there we see some pikes coming. I think he switched his wonder. That he make this pikes and skirms. I'm not quite sure.
I think he made them because the wonder pops units every like 4 minutes or something, and you can switch it to this kind of unit only once you aged up. So I think he doesn't have a batch right now, or I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you're right.
No, you can switch every time.
You can't switch it to this in H2, only in H3.
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure if you already. I don't know. Okay, let's
we have the 7 or 6 longbow. 7 longbows, and here more longbows. Fighting under TC and tower.
He's actually gonna clean up pretty easily there. He got just so many longbows. He got 5 and another pop of 5 plus the 7 from Ajab. The Disciples actually do a good job against him. Both are kind of capped. The Explorer also tanks a ton. So it's not actually so one-sided, but I mean Soldier is gonna hold for sure. He's quite okay there.
And he's dropping a stable.
Oh, but 5 car coming from China. These meteor hammers are really strong.
Yeah, especially versus longbows. Oh, 10 longbows.
More longbows coming. He's not upgrading them also.
And with this car, I'm not sure if he can hold it.
The car are definitely going to shit on the longbows. The question is Soldier gonna pop something else now or not? Units in queue, can we check? Musketeers and goons, so he might be okay.
Yeah, he didn't upgrade his longbow.
No, if they were upgraded, they would actually do a decent job against this Cav. Upgraded longbows are kind of okay against Cav, I guess. But, well, if 5 guns pop right now and 5 musketeers, he could be okay.
2 stables.
Yeah.
This is a lot with only 90 mana pop.
Yeah, but he got a lot of fishing boats.
Yeah, he have 22 fishing boats and 30 villagers because he lost some villagers. How many?
But I want to say something. At 12 minutes with Brits, without water boom, you can have 60 villagers. And now Soldier got only 53 with a water boom. So I think this water boom was not super efficient. He could have just done the same without the dog, basically just making manors.
He's dropping another barracks with a low HP villager and he lost it.
Yeah, actually pretty good. I think that he didn't drop this barracks because it would be useless right now. He doesn't have the resources to spam from 2 stables and 2 barracks, but...
And he shipped so greedy, he shipped 1k wood, 1k coin.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
No, I don't think it's a good decision at this point that you also drop 4 military buildings. How you will spam out of this? Okay, now he's making some more manas, but he's getting pushed.
There's another batch of red coats from the consulates. We will see. If Soldier can pop like 5 longbows and 5 more dragoons, he's probably gonna be okay. The problem is that he's stacking so much gold now.
Oh, and 7 hand mortars coming in.
Oh wow, that's kind of all in. I mean, if he can cover these mortars, he's gonna be able to get TC down probably. But if he can't cover them, they're going to be useless.
Oh, he's 11 villages. This is so much.
That's why he's so behind in eco. I mean, we got the same eco like China right now, which is not what you want when you're Brits.
Oh, and now he's going to scout a bit on water. What's Soldier doing on this water?
Yeah, goongoon can probably just ship some warships next and pressure on the water. Once he secures the land, he can just ship warships. So now we see what.
Oh, some mercs!
Oh, this is so bad. These guys are so bad. I mean, maybe they're gonna be okay because they can kill the mortars, but they are just a bad unit, to be honest. They're really bad.
But wait, look at
Get sieged down so fast, yeah. It's actually scary. These mini mortars are doing so much damage.
Yes,
He's looking very comfortable, yeah. He needs to start going on the islands now, I think. And try to play just with his water. Oh. But there's basically a frigate coming in for China. I think you need to pay like 250 gold or something to ship this. It's actually stronger than a frigate.
And now we see IAmSoldieR is losing his TC, but we have Farks popping, but...
Yeah, but the mortars actually can kill the Farks. I mean...
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit like Farks. I mean, not so good of course, but you can use them like a Fark.
They're covering the mortars basically at the same time.
They're covering, not a Fark, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But look now, I was going to say this pop, I mean... You can't cover them.
It's really useless to pop Falconess when you don't have anything to cover.
Oh, we have some pirates.
Oh, but these guys are so bad also. What is Soldier doing?
I think no one knows.
Can you click on the saloon? Oh, if only he was H4, he could make Helmetis. This would be actually pretty exciting to see, but the H3 Landsknechts, whatever it's called, are really bad.
Oh, and he's shooting some villagers with this Chinese boat.
The fishing boat, yeah. Gonna get this dog down, probably. Oh, actually gonna go away. I'm not sure. Can you check the blue army? You don't know what's going on there? Manchus!
Manchus! Manchus! Oh god, oh god.
Goongoon drag boxing his army like a pro.
Would be me the same. We see some H2 Huss from Soldier.
Yeah, H2 is not very great. Soldier needs to probably make a TC on an island. Like,
oh my god, oh my god.
I would like him to just drop a TC on the bottom island at this point. I'm gonna lose some more villagers. It's looking just very bad for Soldier now. I don't want him to lose. I want to have more games to cast. But he's losing right now pretty hard. I mean, he's so far behind in eco, losing all his buildings.
Oh, nice TC as well from Google.
Yeah.
Well, at least I think he got from here. No, he didn't upgrade them.
Soldier is just so far behind in eco, and Google also is so far ahead in army.
IAmSoldieR lost 34 villages and 7 fishing boats.
And 51 longbows.
Yes. Insane.
Like, I don't know.
The scores.
So over.
It's 40 score different.
Yeah, and China should usually be behind in score compared to Brits.
Use your stuff, man.
Oh no, that's a good... I'm not sure if it's a good catch. I don't know if these hussars can actually kill the blue army, probably not. I mean, the Manchus are coming in. Drag box with 1 girl. But it's pretty much over at this point.
Oh, poor Soldier. I think he is going to resign.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, wow. Game 2 goes to goongoon as well.
Yeah, indeed.
GG. Didn't expect this, I need to say. But I remember that goongoon was a decent player back in the days, but it's really long ago.
He wasn't a decent player. He was a pretty good player.
He's not sure his strat is good.
Or Euroshik? I'm not sure I understand, but yeah.
Maybe it's a Euroshik strat what he did.
Yeah, could be.
Wow, we see China was outbooming Brits. This is not what we see a lot, I guess.
Yeah, I think Brits was ahead in economy at start, and then he just lost so many villagers, he fell back in the resources. Can you check the resources? Yeah, Brits was actually never really outbooming China. I mean, there's really a big problem there. The builder of Soldier must be wrong. There must be something wrong.
There we see what was happening.
Yeah, but I mean, he got so many more villas at like 8 minutes. How can he be not ahead in resources?
To be honest, I think that he aged. He should have stayed a bit longer at age 2, in my opinion, and make more units. And maybe he could have hold the age 3 China.
Can you check the military? Soldier didn't have no units after he aged. He had a decent mass. The problem is that he was losing them always.
Yeah.
Because it was just longbows. You see how they always go down, like the longbows popping and dying, always. If only he just mastered a bit and then took a fight, I'm pretty sure he would have been fine. Especially when goongoon ships the hand mortars, he would be Soldier would be able to win the fights, because the hand mortars don't really help to fight units. They're just here to siege and kill falconers. Like if there was maybe 30 longbows upgraded and a few hussars and goons, he would probably be fine.
Well, GG, let's move on
GG.
To the game 3.
The match points.
Yeah. If goongoon win, he move on to round of 16.
Yeah, indeed.
So, and next map is Thar Desert. I'm excited to see this. I like this map really a lot.
I don't like that map. Bad experience.
Yeah.
So, and now IAmSoldieR needs to pick first. And let's see. He's going France on Thar Desert. What do you think about this?
What on Thar Desert?
French.
Well, we're not sure if he locked. But if he goes France on Thar Desert, I would say it's a very questionable pick. Usually as friends you like TP and you like some food. Okay, he goes France. I don't understand why.
Okay.
I guess we can just use your CDBs to fight and stay H2, but it's bad compared to what you can do with some other civs like Dutch or even Aztecs probably, or Russia, or I don't know.
What do you expect goongoon to do? Dutch?
Against France on this map? Well, it's still France. I mean, it's still not a civ that you can counter pick so easily. But I think Dutch would actually beat France on no TP, definitely. India probably also wins against France on no TP. So this is a good pick, yeah. I actually knew that he would go India because he played also against me in practice games, some India.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he played a lot India.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I guess, yeah. India is probably better than before now, with the cheaper houses and the cheaper sowars. Only their Sepoy rush is nerfed. But you anyway can't really Sepoy rush against France. You can timing with the consulate, but you can't really rush. And I think France should be able to hold the Sepoy push anyway. So it's probably just better for India now in this matchup.
Yeah, so this is match point for goongoon.
Yes.
In this best of 5, it's 2-0 for goongoon. And we have him here playing in the color blue, India, versus IAmSoldieR in the color red. He's playing France on a no TP map. Let's check Hans fast. This is this, I guess, right? This and this. This and this, this and this. Yeah, it's fair. So.
Wait, what?
What?
I just take the mouse. This Is this right? Oh no, no. Oh, my bad. Okay, it's fair. We have a wood start. What do you think about this start right now?
Well, I would say France can go TP,
Yeah.
but on a non-TP map, he can go market and house. And for India, it's super good.
Yeah, usually on TP starts, it would be kind of fair. I mean, the extra wood for India is pretty nice, but it's also very good.
And he directly pick a 60 food treasure.
But like when you can get only a market, it's not so great for France. France can anyway get a market on any start. They don't need an extra wood crate for that. So it's not so great for France. I would like to be India in this crate start, definitely. But Soldier crackshot one and doesn't take more. I think he's afraid that India wants to steal it. He's relying on the fact that India does not have a crackshot. He knows it's not possible that India just randomly comes in and crackshots the lion and steal his treasure. So he just crackshot one, and he knows that India is not able to steal this treasure very fast. So
yeah, but India was just running away. He's afraid of this native scout.
Yeah.
With one elephant, I'm not sure.
But he did scout on the bottom this wood treasure there, India. So he's probably gonna go for it soon.
So we see IAmSoldieR. He's going for a market, and now that he knows that he can take this 90 wood, he didn't chop for a house. This is pretty nice.
He still needs to chop 10 wood though.
No, he had 50 wood, because it was 200 wood start. And
did he get hand dogs?
Yeah.
Can you click on the villager?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, then he's fine, yeah, indeed. He got some coin treasures at start, I think, so he got basically free market and hand dogs. He might be able to edge up with 13 villagers only instead of 14 because of this.
I think it's on a non-TP map the best start what you can have.
Yeah, except I would definitely like better to have a coin start as France against India, because with my coin I could still make a market, while India would not be able to do much with their coin at all. The wood is definitely not the best start. Coin would be much better. Oh, he's stunned twice the same guardian there. He misclicked a bit, so one of his elephant is gonna lose some HP because he's stunned 2 times the same one. But he's still. I mean, this guy is super low HP because of this.
Yeah.
He might just die to this native scout. I think he's gonna leave him behind and let him die. Like, oh no, he actually forgot. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, that's good for. That's very good for Soldier. At the same time, Goongoon got that wood treasure. But Soldier got 2 wood treasures now. He got like 90 and 50 wood, which is a ton.
And Soldier already going for these elephants to hurt them under TC, because on this low food map you should definitely hurt early on, but maybe not in H1.
Yeah, might not be the best. It's gonna delay a bit his age up. Also, it's like, usually when you herd elephants, you don't kill them, you want to shoot at them and then go on wood, shoot at them always and go on wood, and don't kill them, because when you kill one elephant, it's already like 25% of what you're trying to herd.
And now we see also the forward aggro fort from India going up already, but Soldier is also aging pretty decent.
Yeah.
He's waiting for his correction here to take this 55 coin.
Yeah, decent treasure.
30 food, and he has so much HP.
Yeah, not the greatest pick. At this point he could have as well just left his elephant next to the dead one, and the elephant would just heal the dead elephant until the dead elephant comes back, you know. You can revive an elephant like this with your other one. Would be better than picking 30 food in my opinion. Yeah, you see what I mean? He already killed 2 elephants out of his base. So yeah. What is going to be under his TC? Yeah. 1 elephant?
I was going to say he didn't scout this. He scouted only now, and now he's thinking, oh, this is my hunt.
Yeah, it's still time to herd it.
Yeah, he should go, and there we go.
He's going to be okay, I guess. Soldier chopping 225 wood probably. He keeps 1 civilian wood.
Yeah, he have already the coin upgrade from H1, and I guess now he's getting hunting dogs. And what do you expect?
Steel traps, yeah.
Steel traps. Do you expect a stable or a Rex? from France was this
against an aggro fort. I would say Rags, and yeah, we do have a Rags going down.
Yeah. Oh, they are together again. He have here his native scout, yes, and we see he's going in stealth mode to see what is coming out of this aggro fort.
Do you know if he scouted that aggro fort actually?
Yeah.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice. He still got the CDB on wood though. Oh no, it's on the wood crate, never mind. He overgathered a little bit, 11 wood, but that's fine. Probably just gonna make some musketeers. He's not queuing anything right now. Oh, now he did, I think.
We have some musketeers, yes. Was the sepoys.
I think he actually chopped 100 too much wood. I mean, he got 50 pop space, but that's kind of useless right now because he would anyway be able to make musketeers with never being popped because he's getting his 700 wood shipment. Like right now, he's gonna send it probably, unless he wants to go for 8 crossbows. Then I would understand the extra house, but we see that he didn't ship 8 crossbows.
Oh, but I would like to point out that goongoon is going really greedy with the second wood trigger, and now this fight is good for goongoon.
Why is he going out with 5 musketeers? Why would you do that? I mean, he just completely wasted 5 musketeers there.
Okay, to be honest, I maybe can explain. His native scout is here, but goongoon was smart and he sent his army here around. They came from this side, so he didn't see them.
Yeah, but you have no reason to go out anyway. You know that he says even only 5 sepoys on the field, it's not gonna be enough with the 5 musketeers to do anything about it. And now he's just losing more musketeers. TC fire are gonna help, so he might be kind of okay, but he still took a very, very, very bad trade there. Oh, 5 more musketeers popping. Okay, but goongoon going back in time, sniping 1 last musketeer and going away.
Making more sepoys.
Yeah.
I would like him to switch a bit to Gokas maybe.
4 Sawas. So he might just clean up 5 more musketeers there. He needs to go in now.
Oh, double rocks we have from friends now.
Yeah, you can see that against a sepoy pressure, double racks into age up, and then you spam double scrums and ship falcons and upgrade your musketeers, but yeah, we need to see. Okay, yeah, he popped Minutemen. I think he was a bit afraid that goongoon would deny his second barracks, so he just decided to pop Minutemen. But this Minutemen didn't do so much at the end of the day. You see goongoon sniping some musketeers because Soldier doesn't keep his musketeers in a line. You need to always keep them in a line like he's doing right now is better, so that there's no musketeer going too much forward that you could lose like this. Really easy to snipe some forward musketeers. He's making a few crossbows with 700 wood and shipping 700 gold probably to age up.
He's losing a CDB.
Yeah, that's one dead CDB there. And probably another one because Soldier doesn't quite control that CDB. Although, yeah, that's one more CDB dying. Oh well. That's not actually not the worst trade for Soldier. He killed like 3 Sawas for 2 CDBs. He's aging now, soon.
Yeah, I think he's going to age. Oh, and we see Consulate going up for India at the moment. We see also he switched the positioning of his native scout on this side now because he's known now that he brings his units always from this side. There we go. He scouted his army.
Yeah,
and he bring back his army, but there are a lot of Minutemen with no HP.
Yeah, he can't fight this, but there's not really enough units for goongoon to do anything right now. Goongoon is actually gonna... I know he's not going back, okay, he comes again. But I mean, clearly Soldier can just use his CDBs to fight and defend this easily. He needs to take care though. I mean, yeah, there you go. CDB is coming in, and goongoon gonna directly go back. Like, no, I don't do this mistake. I don't fight in CDBs. Experienced players know how hard it is to push in CDBs, and they don't do that mistake. Soldier smartly pulling back his villagers into the town center before they get shot. Doing a good job at defending there actually. He was able to age up really safely and defend. He's a bit behind in eco because India shipped a bit critical and got just a bit better in France. 10 skirms popping.
Oh wow.
That's a nice pop.
What is goongoon now doing? Oh, more! We have 8 skirms. He can definitely kill this army with this.
Yeah, but he needs to take care that there's no calf switch. Can we check all units? There is no stable up for goongoon. And no stable up for soldier either, actually. So right.
He's building here. Stable.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know. Usually it's pretty hard for India to deal with a mass of skirms. So we will see what's up. Falconets are also a pain for India to deal with, but there's no 2 stables. And big calf switch coming in.
Brits Consulate. What is he going to do with Brits Consulate?
Well, he got 400 export like right now, so he's gonna be able to cause 6 red codes. I think that's 400 export for 6 red codes. Not quite sure.
This is smart. Soldiers pushing out with his army to defend this hunt here. Oh, forward villager.
Yeah. From the shipments, the cav attack. He just shipped cav attack.
And now we see the problem with France now with no TP. He needs to chop wood because he can't ship so many shipments what he would like to do as France.
Yeah, exactly. Also, you would probably not ship 1k wood anywhere against India, would be a bit risky, but now that's a lot of SOAS, and they have this cav attack upgrade. I don't understand why SoldierR is going so exposed with no units. I mean, this is just probably GG right now. Like
this was really, to be honest, funny to see that the skills doesn't react. Oh, some moves in the back.
They're not gonna be enough. Like there's so many skirms dying. Like I don't understand why you would go so exposed with your skirms on the map like that.
Goongoon's cleaning up.
To be fair, it's kind of lucky from Goongoon that he directly ran into the skirms, but I mean he just decided to go on the foot. Now 2 flags coming, but what?
How did he recover them?
Yeah, I mean there's more SOAS, right?
Oh yeah, he's losing this stuff and he's losing the CDBs.
There's nothing to cover the flag, so Goongoon can even just kill them with his infantry.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is just over. I don't see SoldierR coming back from this position now. He lost VLC, he lost his army.
Yeah, he lost 4 CDBs and...
It's gonna be a clean sweep. 3-0. Yeah, there comes the GG. Okay, well...
Okay, yeah, congratulations to Goongoon. He's going to the round of 16 and well played by IAmSoldieR. Wow, yeah, it was a mistake to go on a non-TP map, friends, in my opinion. So let's have a fast look. Goongoon.
Yeah, France was not the best pick, but I think SoldierR was actually okay until he just lost all his skirms, like randomly, like that, just, you know.
Yeah.
If only he had like 10 guns out, he would be perfectly fine.
He should have paid more attention to the SOAS who just run inside the skirms, and the skirms was just not reacting.
Yeah, and he should have anti-cav. I mean, you can expect a cav switch from India.
And then we see he was ahead in eco, and then he lost his CDBs and also his army, and then yeah, GG.
Indeed. So Goongoon goes to round of 16. It's gonna face King of Horsemen in the next round after a clean 3-0 sweep against SoldierR. So yeah, congratulations to him. And now we maybe still have the last game.